know by now, I have kind of taken a bit of a little like side project on, which is the India pack. So the Safari pack is still coming. Actually, it's coming a lot sooner than I thought, to be honest. I've been getting a lot of backlash lately because they're like, you're starting another pack? What the hell? Like, what do you mean? You're going to be, doing whatever. And so, as much as I wanted to just do a big blowout event for the Safari pack, I feel like it's just going to be shadow dropped in the next couple of weeks. I would say maybe even next week. It might just shadow drop. So, I've been slowly but surely chopping away at bug testing and stuff, the Safari pack. 99% of it is corrected flexi colors or sizing values and stuff of that nature. I've up-resed some things, so like the rocks and stuff that were a bit low-res, though not many of the public actually knows about that. That has been fixed. Some of the textures and stuff have been touched up. I still have to do a few little things like these seams and stuff need to be touched up. I worked on it a little bit, so this one no longer has a seam, but that's going to take a little bit of time to do. And then, like I said, just slowly but surely, making sure everything is good. The Taxidermy Podium. So I actually kind of talked with Leaf about this a little bit. They've kind of gone through a little bit of an update. So originally they were covered in dirt, but Leaf and I said it probably makes less sense to have dirt on them by default, because if you would like dirt, you can always add the mulch in game, and it literally does it. Because I was worried that like the texture wasn't going to be high enough resolution on the dirt anyways. And then Leaf is like, honestly, if you really want to, you could just flip the dirt upside down to get the flat side, and then you can just add it this way. And then I kind of agree. Like, this is probably the best solution, so if anyone ever wanted dirt or whatever on their podiums, they definitely could do that. But now you have the option that it's just a flat color, so hopefully that's good. But, that's my little opening spiel. But how are we doing today? So I see Super Forgettables here, Seth, Rick Mods, Forge is here. I see that dumb guy, Mr. Marmello, Diddums, Neil is here, J-Dog, Basic. How is everybody doing? So yeah, today we are just going to be continuing. So, like I said, Safari Pack is coming very, very soon. I am just basically putting the finishing touches on it. But in India Pack news, we actually have, what is it, India Pack? What did I call it? India Pack. There we go. So the India Pack, I have been working really hard over the last few days. So we actually have a lot of stuff. So on, I guess, Tuesday, I had the tigers and I had the, that was it. I just had the tigers. I just had the tigers and then the Indian Rhino copper statues. But on that live stream, we also worked on the black buck. So here are the black bucks, obviously. So they're all nice looking. But off camera, I did a lot. So I worked on the Indian elephant, which was the second most requested one. So a few people on my Discord or whatever popped in the chat and saw that I was working on these and stuff. So you can see this. It looks pretty cool. So, so that is the new elephant taxidermy. And then I also worked on the gaur, which the gaur low-key might be my favorite. I really like the gaur taxidermy. So there's this pose which is pretty boring, and I have noticed that about ungulate posing. Ungulates are a lot more boring to pose than some of the like carnivores or something. But I thought of this. I was talking with Leaf and stuff, and we were thinking of maybe doing like a really cool like action pose. So this was kind of based off like a rodeo bull. So the plus of having it like this is if you want, you can have two of them, and you could have them like kind of like fighting, like they're like it's two males fighting, or similarly like you could have like a tiger fighting it, or any other, weird thing. If you wanted, like, something crazier, like, for whatever reason, if you want to mix and match it with the Africa pack, you could also do, like, a leopard. So, I doubt this would ever happen in real life, but like hypothetically, you could do like a leopard killing a gaur or something. That'd be an impressive leopard if it could. I mean, they live in the same area, but it would be very impressive if a leopard took down a gaur. So there's that one, and then the Indian Rhino. So I did do the Indian Rhino as well. So here are the two Indian Rhino poses. So you have basically a pretty boring standard looking one, and then you have this one that's just kind of like eating on the ground. And then finally the last one that I did last night was the axis deer. So here's the axis deer. I love the coloring on these guys. Yeah, they're nice little things. So like I said, since the last stream I've done a ton of work. So it was nuts. So hopefully today I can basically round out the majority of what I wanted to do, and that's going to be just kind of wrapping up the big rest of the India set. So I have a few lined up that I have in this poll, so if anyone wants I can post the link again. But here is the poll. Basically I'm just trying to figure out which of these I wanted to do first after I finish up the head mount for the axis deer. We're going to start off by doing that, because I did do the head mounts for the Indian Rhino and the gaur, but I didn't manage to get the what's it called, axis deer yet. So I'm going to be doing the head mount for that right now. But then once we do that, I'm going to see the poll, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do next. So we're either going to be doing the dhole, the Asian water buffalo, or the nilgai. So hopefully that should be good. Bunch of people pouring in again. So here we go. So Remnants here. Still love all those 2D animal cutouts. Blend so seamlessly into the game's art style. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I want to figure out what kind of art style I want to do for the India signs, because I do want to do India signs. I just didn't know if I want to use the in-game posters, because I'm not really a fan of these to begin with, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I could do an art style similar to this and do one for, like, the, I don't know, the black buck or something, but I don't know if it's really going to mesh too well. So, and I don't even think these are, like, flexi color, right? Yeah, they're just, like, weird, like, these are basically just bad billboards, in my opinion. Like, they're just kind of a thing where, like, they work exclusively if you try to, like, base the theme around them, but they're not really ideal by any metric. So what I am thinking is maybe doing a different art style altogether. So yeah, so I just thought I'd do that. But hello to Luckation, MEX, Rising Star, Steph, T-Rex, now I guess Mr. Q-Rex, or I don't know if you're the same person. I assume, but I have no idea. Lego Man, Dynamation, how are you all doing? So yeah, and yeah, I am kind of designing these for like a museum aesthetic. So the idea is that eventually you just get a whole museum's worth of stuff, and they are all sized properly. So if anyone's like sick of like, I don't have a good reference for elephants or something, you can literally just place these down as like a placeholder and be like, is this the right size? Is this the right size for the Indian rhinos? Is this the right size for a tiger? You know, whatever you're looking for, you'll be able to just place those down accordingly. So that's kind of nice. But like I said, so go vote on that, and then we are gonna just continue. So in the meantime, let's just kind of pick up where I last left off, where I was working on the axis deer. So let's just jump into it. So I was already kind of doing this a little bit, so I already have my axis deer brought into Maya. So here's the axis deer, already UV'd, so let's just place a texture on it for you guys to check it out. Give me a sec, I gotta find the texture file for it. Probably that's the up-resed Kopi Rocks. If I go to India, wherever that is, India set, and I go to axis deer, I can then just kind of check this out. So we'll do this axis deer, though I probably put it, yeah, here we go. So place that on, wait, that's a black buck. Why did I place the black buck on it? Never mind, that ain't right. Let's see. So that's the black book. Why is that in here? That's it. The only question I have is like, oh, I was in the black book folder. That's why. I'm like, why is that in the access tier folder? This makes more sense. So that's not right either. Where did I put it? I should mention I did this one last night, so. Whatever, I guess we'll do this the complicated way. I'll just make a thing real quick just to grab the texture. The texture's already like set up and whatever, I just gotta quickly grab it. So hold on. Documents, texture, prop, OVL, India. Environment, scenery, theme, swim, animal sign, test. Here is our deer texture. So let us just grab that. Grab that. Paste it in there, and boom, there we go. Now it should be textured. Think, there we go. Now we are all set up. Oh, Totter, there you go. Sorry about that. Statues look nice. Thank you. Please do India signs. These taxidermies are sick. Awesome. It'd be cool if you did a Middle Eastern pack with Caspian tigers and taxidermy oryx and stuff. So that's kind of the thing that I was saying with the safari pack, is the safari pack just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the reality is, like, the safari pack that, like, some people are calling me lazy on and stuff, is basically like 6 packs in one. So the safari pack as a whole is basically an African savanna pack, an Egyptian pack, a Congo pack, a Madagascar pack, and like a safari lodge pack, all in one. It's got a lot of different mini sub themes within it that, like, each one has its own art style, each one has its own signs, each one has its own props, whatever. And so I was thinking about it, like, do I want to just split these up or whatever, and I'm thinking that's why I just want to release the safari pack for you guys soon, is just, I've given up on, like, you know, the original vision, because it's just so impractical. But I will say I do have an entire, trailer music and stuff, so I do want to just, get the trailer, in some form. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll figure it out. If any other Planet Zoo content creators out there would like to lend their building skills for just I need, like, just a trailer map, essentially. That would be so incredibly useful to me. So, because that is really, like, the only thing. It's like, I have a vision for the trailer I wanted to do, but it just doesn't seem practical. And that's just the, like, kind of big creative guy inside of me, like, wanting something more grand than I could probably accomplish within my time scope. But, you know, I do have a whole thing, so play the music. Okay, fine. I don't want to play it, but I will play it for you guys. Give me a sec. I'll play the extended version for you. Hold on, I'll cut it quick. We're gonna cut the music, and I'm gonna mute myself temporarily, and I will play for you the Safari Pack trailer music. So, enjoy. Hold on. and that is the song. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So that was made by my good buddy Tony, or Kansei things. But yeah, so that is the Safari Pack music. And I storyboarded out a whole, like, you know, plan for how I wanted the trailer to go. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to, you know, get, like, basically pull it off. Because what I was telling all my friends, I know that if I played that, made it the way that I wanted to, it would get like 100,000 views easy. Because it would probably be the top thing in the Planet Zoo community in general for like at least like a week. But yeah, it's just tough. So obviously, you know, it's I want to do it, but and the other thing with it was Striped Hyena is done, Olive Baboon is being worked on still, Hamadryas Baboon is midway through progress, the Dik is out, the Watusi is nearly done, the guinea fowl, the Volshreen guinea fowl should be done, African Crown Crane is in limbo, same with the Secretary Bird, Red River Hog, Jen just needs to add fur to the Red River Hog, again, it technically already had fur, but needs to be added. The Zebra Duiker is out. Blue Wildebeest is out. Sitatunga, I believe, is out, if I'm not mistaken. That needs to be updated. Sitatunga needs to be updated. Grant's Gazelle, I think that needs to be updated. Forest Elephant's out. Mountain Gorilla is done. Just Leaf needs to code it. Colobus Monkey, Narwhaler said he's going to try to work on it again. Wolf Squennon's out. Scimitar Oryx should be out. Addix is out. Dromedary Camel is out. Black and White Ruffed Lemur out. Basically all the lemurs are done. They just have to be released. Waterbuck should be out. I think it's out. Yeah, it's out. So Waterbuck's good. Barbary Macaque should be good. And then the Red Forest Duiker, I think that's out. So that's good. And then there was a couple others. The African Spurred Tortoise, Leaf is working on right now. That was recently added. And there's a few others I might have missed. But obviously, like, there's just a lot. So, again, it was a lot of juggling and stuff. So, I had to, you know, try to figure it out. We got a bit of lag. Oh, boy. I apologize about that. I don't even know what I did. But I do apologize. Just try to refresh and hopefully it'll be a little bit better. But yeah, I hope you're feeling better too, Basic. I'm glad the surgery went well and stuff. Let's see. I'd be fine doing the map. I just don't have anything else to do. Yeah, like that's the biggest shame is there's so many things that were planned. Like that, like frankly, the issue is just the game updating occasionally just kind of messes things up. Like, as an example, the North America pack should probably be coming out relatively soon. I would say within the next several weeks we should be hearing about it. I would say maybe even, I'm gonna guess that I think it was Eben that said like his estimation for the announcement is the 31st. I can totally see that too. Like again, my sources and stuff that have told me what is in the pack, whether or not they're true or not, I have no idea. They said an early to mid-September release. That checks out to me because the December DLC is also likely going to be right before Christmas. So that sounds about right. So a 31st announcement, maybe even Tuesday. To be honest, like it's very possible we could even get an announcement this Tuesday, which could be, or at least the update 1.7 announcement this Tuesday. So I wouldn't be surprised about that, but I would bet on the 31st as well. So yeah, definitely take that with a grain of salt. But that is kind of my estimation. So Axis Deer's head is done. How hard is it to make new rides or vehicles? So Leaf and I have both tried to do it, it's definitely a bit more difficult than an animal or something, because the issue is, and again, based off of my sources or whatever, who say what should be in the next pack, they claim that we should be getting a new ride in this upcoming pack, which, if that is true, making new vehicles and rides and stuff is going to be a ton easier, because the issue right now is the vehicles all rely on content 0, because no other DLC before has had a ride. So that is the main issue, is we'd have to dig through content 0, and it's really difficult. And since it's not super ideal, we just have to kind of take that as it is, where it's just like, okay, whatever. So I think this is the Gower head, so I need the other one. So MDL2, we do this one. Yes. So hopefully we can get this going, and that should be good. Let me get the music back again. I shut it off temporarily. How difficult is Koala modding? I don't know, because, like, the only Koala mod I've ever made was the Tree Kangaroo, and that did have issues, so I have no idea. I just really haven't tried to, like, fix the Tree Kangaroo, so that's kind of the thing. That is, like, an animal that's in limbo, because, like, I just haven't even touched it since we had so many issues early on. But, I don't know, maybe Leaf said he might, like, take a stab at it or whatever. Leaf's kind of, like, I haven't really coded my own stuff other than props in a while. That's why a lot of people have been noticing that, like, nearly every animal that I release lately has been on Leaf's Nexus. And that's just because, for me, it's actually easier to just give Leaf the code, and then I just work on the animal. So that's kind of basically been what I've been doing. So we can remove that, change you to UV0, and then add UV1. No vertex colors, that's good, that's good, that's good. Join you. Remove you. Grab you. Change you to be shading. Actually, we'll do this. Grab you. Change your shading to be smooth. And then I'll actually add a little bit more just on the bottom there. Just trimming off the bottom just so that we get the nice smooth edges that I want. I just don't like how the bottom is turning out. I guess I want them to be smooth as well. Shading smooth. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it. So actually, before I do that, I need to change the material to be the one that I changed it to, which is deer. Oh yeah, I guess we can talk about that a little bit. So yeah, so Roger Williams, director, has officially resigned, I guess, from the park. So Jeremy Goodman, he was our director for the last 10 years. The best or worst years of the zoo's history, depending how you look at it. He was the one that basically monitored the master plan post no polar bears. And he is leaving to go work at Pittsburgh as their like CEO / director / chair. Like, he's basically he definitely got paid a lot of money to move. And so I don't know how to feel about it, because like on one hand I'm interested in seeing how our new director would go. They're gonna the AZA is gonna be, or I don't know who actually. I'd assume the state is the one that is gonna be looking for them. But we're looking for a new zoo director. I casually made the joke like I should be the zoo director now that they're looking for one. But yeah, I don't know, like. Because I'm wondering what they could do. Like, I'm not really sure what a zoo director does in the form of, like, how much they can influence a pretty much set in stone plan. Because as an example, I don't know if like if we got a new director, if they would change the master plan as it is right now and be like, no, scrap the whole California sea lion idea or whatever. I have a brand new idea. Let's do this instead. I don't know if they actually have that jurisdiction. I'd assume they'd have some say, but I don't really imagine that these plans are going to be drastically different. I think it'd be hilarious if I went from being like just the Planet Zoo Roger Williams recreation guy to being the zoo director. But again, I have zero qualifications for that sort of thing. I can tell the zoo like what they should probably be doing and what they can't, and I guess that is what a director does, but obviously I don't have any, degrees in, any zoological fields or anything to back that. That would be the thing they would probably be looking for, that and like long time experience, because you're gonna be not just like a guy in the zoo, you're gonna be the head of the zoo. So I'm very sure the state is gonna be rather picky about it. Though I always like the idea of them hiring internally, because I would rather people that know the zoo inside and out govern it, but that's rarely a thing, which is kind of a shame. Because, again, Jeremy Goodman, not from Rhode Island, not going to be from Pittsburgh either, so it's just kind of a thing. Yeah, if the new director wanted to, they could scrap the entire master plan and redo it. Because that would be my goal. The current master plan has some flaws. I think anyone on the outside can definitely see there's some issues with the current master plan. There's some stuff that are really questionable in it, like, for instance, they always cite how we are going to be getting, what's it called? They always emphasize how much the public dislikes ungulates, for instance. And yet, the new master plan has intentions of getting bighorn sheep and moose, I think people would be okay with. But there's certain things that I think are a given. So as an example, the current master plan wants to get rid of zebras. That is a bad idea in my opinion. I think zebras are too fundamental for a zoo. And I understand the arguments that are usually plain zebras are a phase-out species. They don't do well in the cold. My argument is just get mountain zebra. Instead, the AZA is very pro-mountain zebra. They would do well in the New England climate. I think that they would fit really well in the current Aoudad habitat that will soon probably be just the ostrich habitat. And so if we kept, if we did mountain zebra and ostrich in that habitat, they can still kind of do the sea lion pool expansion and stuff they wanted to do and tear down the current savanna. I'd be fine with that. I think it's just, there's certain things like that where you just have to see how the public is going to receive it, even if, this is great for conservation value. This is what the AZA wants, blah, 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 blah. That is all true, but you need to kind of understand that you are a business at the end of the day, and the public is going to want X, Y, and Z. So what are the things that the public always mentions? They want predators, primates, and they want, what was it? It was predators, primates, and... oh god, what was the last thing? I kind of want to just say it was just... they want their ABC animals. Like, they basically just want... because I remember they wanted kangaroos back and penguins and stuff, and we're getting all of that. And the plan still was to get, of course, tigers and grizzly bears, and that is a great idea. But I definitely think the public would still obviously want polar bears. Obviously, that's a logistics nightmare. It's very difficult to pull something like that off. But I think that that's what the people want. And we'd really be willing to pay whatever to get them back at this point. Because for so many years now... by the way, this is working. So, there you go. That looks good. But for so many years now, we've just been essentially, like, getting trolled with, like, oh, are we ever going to get polar bears or whatever, that I do think it is about time that, like, everyone kind of, like, either accepts the fact we're never getting them again, or they do need to make some sort of sweeping changes. Because I don't think the grizzly bear plan was horrible, because grizzly bears, for whatever reason, are not in New England. It is kind of odd that they're the only bear species other than pandas or sun bears that aren't in New England, which is really weird. But yeah, so grizzly bears would be definitely like a thing that makes sense. Polar bears would be awesome, obviously. The other major thing that I'm always confused by are their insistent plans on continuing to justify trying to keep moon bears at Roger Williams. I don't know why the master plan still intends for the moon bears to be around when they are very hard to get because the AZA frowns upon them. And like, yeah, like that's just the main argument is like the AZA doesn't want you to have moon bears, so. And our moon bears are old. George and Gracie are in, like, their late 30s at this point, which is, like, super elderly for a bear. So, the master plan still intending on keeping moon bears for another 10 years seems absurd. And so, I think it would make more sense if they swapped them out for, like, sloth bears or make that the tiger habitat instead. I think it's a perfectly acceptable tiger habitat. It meets every criteria required. I don't know why they're insistent on making a new one, but that's the only thing that makes no sense to me is like there's some things that just don't make sense with the current master plan that are like, okay, so you're gonna make a brand new tiger enclosure even though you have a perfectly good tiger enclosure already built for animals that are already going to be phased out, that already has underwater like viewing because it has like a little water area, it's a big rocky area, it's safe from the tigers being able to jump, it's already built for a large carnivore, it's next to the snow leopards, it shares an indoor holding with the snow leopards, so your big cat specialist would already have experts there. It's just, there's so many reasons why that choice makes no sense that it's like I don't even understand like what they were thinking with that. But who knows? Like I said, maybe this new director would be like, you know what are we doing there? And that's what I'd like, because I'd like just clarification on everything, because for a while, like now, again, I'm just an outsider. I have no idea the logistics of what is going on behind the scenes at Roger Williams. But it does seem really, really bizarre, some of their decision-making. Especially because, like I said, it really is, like, taxpayer dollars, because we are a state-run zoo. So it's kind of, like, really confusing from that perspective. That they're like, we choose to ignore the public. It's like, why? We are literally the ones funding this place. This is a shame. I want the axis deer to, like, not be too small, but I want the antlers in the shot. I guess that's probably the best I'm gonna get. So we will just quickly put that there. There we go. We can close this out. We can save this over our otter, and then our axis deer icon is now there. Yeah, see, I don't like this icon. It just doesn't really work that well. I also wonder why the axis deer is so shiny. It's really odd. What's up, Motaz? How you doing? We do be working on whatever. So actually, since I am about done with this though, I am going to be quickly checking our poll in a little bit to see what everyone voted on as the next animal I'm gonna be working on. So let's just do that. So that's probably the best I'm gonna get. So we'll do that as the icon. You get those big ol' antlers in here. What I find funny is with all of this taxidermy, you would think that I've done a ton of deer. This is the first deer I've ever done for the entire taxidermy pack. Well, taxidermy pack in quotes. What does everyone call it? The poaching pack. It's a poaching pack, Nick. What are you doing? I'm the worst. I'm the worst person ever, making the thing that's realistic for zoos. And then we just gotta add the text for it. Axis deer. Done. New. Prop indie. Lock. Select folder. File save. Prop indie. Localized. English. United States. Lock. And then we'll log out and log back in real quick, and then we'll check out the thing. So that could be cool. I do think I actually need to do this quick though. Go into here, grab this, inject, that. Prop indie, UIs, textures, yada 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 yada, done. Play. Let's check this out. Alright, let's see what we got here. So, if we check this out, we should have our axis deer. If I type in taxidermy. Taxidermy! There we go, axis deer. Look at all this taxidermy we got. All these dead animals. Perfect. It's exactly what Mother Nature wanted. Let's see. Everyone in the chat, and Nick, what do you think about hunting? Normal hunting, not trophy hunting. I have no real issue with it. It's no different to me than, like, as an example, if you want venison, you have to go kill a deer. It's just how it is. And I mean, I do personally respect it a little bit more if you, like, go and hunt your own deer than, like, you just get a factory farmed something. Because it would kind of be the same thing. Like, I would actually respect someone if they were like, hey, like, I'll be the one to kill a chicken or a cow or whatever. Because, yeah, it's a thing that not many people could stomach. They could eat chicken, but they don't feel comfortable killing a chicken. So, I never had an issue with hunters. Big game hunters, yeah, that's kind of like you're frankly just an asshole. But everyone basically universally agrees to that. As cool as taxidermy is, like, it is just one of those things where it's like, I killed a lion. It's like, cool. You shot it from a canned lion hunt. Ain't that interesting? You're a real cool guy. But again, for the majority of the time, I have no issue with hunting. It does depend on the animal. It does depend on the type of hunting. Because I am a firm believer in, like, you shouldn't just screw with nature just because you get some weird sadistic joy out of, like, murdering them in, like, weird and inhumane ways. Like arrow hunting or spear hunting, that's kind of, like, weird to me, because I'm like, yeah, why are you, like, trying to torment the animal before you have to kill it? Like, just kill it, just shoot it, and then there, it's dead. But again, that's just my philosophy. Everyone wants to dole. Alright, dole time, dole time. The dole was in the... what pack? Southeast Asia. Animals, dogs, dole. We'll use the male dole, as we always use males for pretty much everything, because they're usually the more iconic animal. Sorry, ladies. Grow bigger antlers or bigger something, and then I might choose you for taxidermy. It's the only shame is, like, it's not like I'm trying to be sexist and I always choose males. It's just like when you're thinking of a black buck mount, you're always thinking of a male, or when you're thinking of a deer, you're always thinking of a male. Like, that's why, like, I have tried to do, like, for the elephant, I did the male and female, because I thought that would be appropriate, because I've seen both. Dole was in the aquatic pack. Dude, you're so right. What do we got? Textures. Where are we at? Shark mod. Everything's in the shark mod folder. Out of all the stupid shirts I have, I'm surprised I haven't made a shirt called the Shark Mod Folder shirt. And it's just like a folder that just says Shark Mod. Because, like, it's literally where I keep every mod I've ever made. Where we got? India pack. It's got to the point where, like, now I need, like, I have so many mods that it's even hard to, like, decipher between the stuff, even in this organized thing. Oh, it's because I was in the prop Afro folder. India set. We'll make a new folder. We're gonna call it Dole. Doles. Here we go. Boink. Okay. So, the Dole, I think, is gonna... Does everyone want probably 3 Dole poses? I feel like Doles are pretty popular. At least now they are. So I'm going to use the otter for that one. So we will do that right now. I apologize, I wasn't prepared, so we're going to have to do the programming for this. Programming in quotes, because it's not real programming. But I have to grab the bronze statues. Oh, actually, Okay, tell you what, I can do 3 Dole poses, and then someone else pick another animal that would, justify a 3rd pose. So, like, the tigers got 3 poses each, the Doles are gonna get 3 poses. What would be another animal from, like, an iconic Indian animal that is worthy of 3 poses instead of 2? Mother and cubs. Interesting. We are not playing Among Us on stream, Leaf. Among Us is also like one of the worst like just little side tangent. It's one of the worst games to stream because you could literally just like look at the other people's screens and then be like, oh look, they're the imposter. Wow, what a shock. And it like kills the entire point of the game. It's like one of the only games that is literally like the easiest thing to cheat at if you're streaming. Axis deer, Asian water buffalo, sloth bear. See, the other thing, I don't know if I'm gonna do the sloth bear after all. I want to do it, but like I feel like the sloth bear, and I think Leaf can probably agree with me on this. The sloth bear is too iconic for being fluffy that if I don't give it the fur shader, it's gonna be crap. And so I would need NDP's help to get that working. So if NDP wants to help me out and show me how to add fur to a prop, because I've tried in the past, it was horrible. That'd be super useful. Because, yeah, the way he did it originally, I have no idea. Like, I tried decoding the mammoth. It's a mess. I'm like, I was like so confused when I was like looking at it. Trying to figure out what the hell was going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need 15. So we will add you, and then I have to grab bronze 2, wherever you at. Agreed. Peafowl. Peacock could be cool. I don't know if it would... See, I don't know if peacock even needs more than 1 pose, if I'm being totally honest. Like, who would want a peacock in any pose other than, like, the frill? That would be my only argument for the peacock. Is, like, what else would you really do for that? Which, I mean, hypothetically, we could do that. We could do, 3 Doles, 1 Indian peafowl, and then 2 of another animal. We could do that. Like a 3-2-1, 3 Dole, 1 peacock, 2... I don't know. Something. Because I do want to do 2 Nilgai. Don't do the P file. It has 500 different models. Well, it doesn't matter, Leaf, believe it or not. The issue would be the textures, which I could do. It would just kind of be a pain, but I could do it. It just wouldn't be a... That's like a case where I can definitely do it. I just wouldn't want to do it on stream, because I feel like that'd be super boring for everyone else watching. Like, watching me, like, basically combine and Frankenstein together a P file. I would definitely think people wouldn't be interested in that process, because that would be an entire stream working on the worst animal, essentially. So we could do 2 Nilgai using that. Longer. See, like, India has a lot of cool animals, and, like, I'm wondering, like, because I've definitely done all the major ones already. Like, I think once I do the Nilgai Asian water buffalo, that'll be that, and that'll have every major Asian or Indian animal done. But I can always add more, because you can always do, like, whatever. Who is DMing me? Oh, hold on. I do see that. Thank you, Diddums. I was just confused. I'm like, who's messaging me right now? Let's see. So, bronze, gonna add these. Add these 2. And then I add 1 more. So these are basically just adding the blank animal to the game, and then the fun part comes. Because I kind of want to do all 3 dull poses in various chasing poses, so that you could kind of combine them so it looks like they're all like running together, but then you could also have it look like they're like hunting something, like a gaur or a... Like, I kind of have an idea in mind for what I want to do. I've seen it for taxidermy for like a Cape Buffalo with like hyenas or something. Where, like, you know, like, you have 3 of them, like, gathered around, like, nipping at one, and then you have just the big one. The big animal that they're hunting in the center. So I kind of want to do something like that. And, like, kind of, like, get the more playful side of the dog element. Like, let me see if I can... I've definitely seen it with wolves, too. Like, wolf hunt taxidermy. That's probably a better example than... Maybe not. Hold on. Hyena taxidermy? I'm trying to think of like a good one that I've seen. Cape Buffalo taxidermy. If I do full body. I've definitely seen it. I have like a certain idea in my head of what I want. Like, it's like, what would be an animal that like people like pack hunt together? Ew, dull taxidermy is gross. That's really ugly taxidermy. Aren't these just foxes? Are these dulls? They just look like red foxes. Yeah, that's just a fox. Why is it when you look up dull full body, it just comes up with foxes? So, because I'm gonna kind of... We're gonna illustrate it right now in paint. Give me a sec, hold on. Don't mind me, I'm gonna be drawing just for a second, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So we're gonna have like one kind of like this. I know you can't see it, I'm gonna show you it. Here's the gaur. Here's the gaur. Big ol' boy. there you go. There's one of them chasing it like that. And then like you have like another or something doing so. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Here's my very crude illustration quick. So here you go. Here's the Gower in the center. Here are the Doles on the side. I'm thinking something like that for like a center display, and then you could swap it out for like obviously like a black buck or a nilgai or something of that nature. So I have an idea though. I do have an idea. Let's see. What do we got? Nick, would you make a specifically white lion taxidermy? Probably not. I don't really think white lion taxidermy is very common. Not as iconic as like a white tiger. So yeah, I'll have to see. Next DLC's been leaked. It's gonna be 5 new polar bears. It is not 5 new polar bears. What about a chital? Didn't I just do that? The chital is a... That is an axis deer, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's just an axis deer. So we already did that. Should do bag taxidermy. That'd be funny. Leaf, can I use your old Fox model? If I ever make a North America pack, can I use your Fox model to make bad taxidermy? Because that'd be really funny. Anyways. Let me just check in game real quick if I got the blank otter models, so that we can get this checking out. So yeah, we'll hopefully figure this all out and get it in a pretty good position. But yep. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep looking up taxidermy reference. Yeah, okay, so this is kind of what I wanted. So I'll pull up what I mean. So here you go. So if you just look up Doles actually hunting, I kind of want this. I want like one like on the ground, kind of like that, killing, I mean, this case it's like a boar, but it could be like a Gower, you know, nilgai, whatever. And then like just like a couple on the side and stuff. But I almost want it to be like a kind of like playful taxidermy for some of them, where like some of them are just like smiling happy dogs and like, yeah, look, we're loving life. And then like one of them's just trying to like gnaw whatever. I think that'd be cool. So this is oh, I know the reason. That's my fault. But they show up fine. So this is the reason for that. So if I go into here, change this to be this. Yoink. There we go. If I do, I guess in 0 to be in 1, and then in 0 to be in 1. And then we do a new species hash, .edit. And then I can save it. And I feel very confident that that would work at this point, so I am just going to move on to the next step, which is going to be unpacking our textures, because we have to kind of assemble it a little bit. So that is kind of the only pain. What's up, Drew? How you doing, bud? We are going to be working on some Doles. Some little doggos. Puperinos. So let's go to our newly found Dole folder. So here we go. Where is it at? Hello? Hello?
Oh my God, hi.
Oh, it's you. Oh, great. I was hoping it was Crocs.
Oh, fine.
Anyways, everyone, it's Leaf. Oh, well, he's gone, thank God. And he's back.
How could I leave you? I actually do need to leave you later, but for now, I just want to pop in and chat. see what your brain is doing.
I am working on a doll. I'll share my screen now that you're here.
Wicked.
Because otherwise you would be shit out of luck, essentially.
Very delayed, yeah. You know, I feel like
Wait, does the doll only have one no, it doesn't. I hate that they started doing that, like, midway through development. They started making multiple textures for each animal.
What other animals
have one texture?
Yeah.
Basically the African elephant, the Indian rhino, the African lion.
That's very weird. You would think that, like, the elephant would have more textures because you would want it to look
it's bigger.
better. But yeah.
Well, again, I think the logic with it was the first animal, so that was what they went off of.
That's true. Like, can you imagine the timeline we would have had if we actually went down Planet Safari instead?
Well, like, I don't think it was that different. I think whenever people talk about Planet Safari, what it really began as was Planet Safari, and then they kind of went, well, we're making more of a zoo game anyway. Because I think what happened was they started with the African animals, and they were the first ones. And so they made, you know, elephant, lion, giraffe, ostrich, that sort of thing. We know they were the first. Then I think what happened was they started introducing Indian animals. Because, like I said, the Indian rhino seemed to also be one of the first as well, based off of the files. Like, and then when I think they opened it up to India, they went, yeah, we could do some tigers and Indian rhino and stuff. And then at a certain point, they kind of quickly realized, never mind, does safari really make sense? Because then we want to do North America. And at this point,
North American safaris, Nick. You can't forget that. No.
Yeah. But, well, so I think that was their logic, though, was like at a certain point, you might as well just call it what it is, which is a zoo. And then they just happen to have a safari feature where obviously there is a safari. I love that my views actually did drop when you entered.
You want me to leave? I will.
No, I think it's just funny. Are you gonna play Minecraft? Oh my god, do people actually want me to just make a Minecraft channel, apparently?
Do it.
Like, I can't actually believe that people are just, like, unironically like, yeah, let's play Minecraft. I find it funny.
Could team up with all our content creator friends. I want to see a Planet Zoo SMP.
It would be funny. Like, I do think that would be funny if I just got, like, a bunch of... Like, especially if we got, like, Drew or Estan or something. People who do not play Minecraft. I think that'd be really funny.
I would pay to... Drew, if you're still in the chat...
Yeah, Drew, if you're still here, please, we want to make, like, a Minecraft survival server with a bunch of, like, content creators. Because, like, I think it'd just be really funny.
Yeah, especially if, like, everyone else is in on it. Like, I feel like that'd be so fun. Like, I don't know. And we install, like, the zoo mod pack.
We just make a zoo
in there too for Drew, keep him
satisfied. Mod, aquarium mod, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Because I was actually saying I was kind of impressed when I saw that. There's like a zoo builder mod on the marketplace because Minecraft actually allows you to sell mods, which is kind of cool.
How much was it going for?
I don't know. You buy, like, this currency. I don't know what it is. It's, like, you know, I don't know what the translation is.
Emeralds.
I mean, it's, like, some, like, gold coins or something, and you, like, buy, like, Mom, can I get some gold coins? I got a new Minecraft mod. And then you, like, pay, and, like, each mod is, like, 900 or so or something. I've played Minecraft a time. I've played Minecraft a time. I'm down though. It looks like a fun game. Yeah, like that's what would be fun. It's just like the idea of like a server like that. Cause like if you guys liked Valheim or whatever, it'd be like that times 10. Cause like there's like literally no limits.
I'll start a realm. Why not?
So let's see.
Mine coins. Is that what they call it? Mine coins?
That sounds like a horrible name.
That is awful.
This really is becoming like just a Minecraft stream.
I like it.
Nick is wrong, shaking my head. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry I'm not up to date on the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. I only played the scumbag, you know, old version. The OG Notch version. I am not up to date on my Minecraft lore.
I miss when, like, the strongholds were, like, that time I was so into it, and it was just such a different vibe back then. I really miss it. Getting nostalgic for it. Oh my god.
Right. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to figure out which this is. Because this is what I hate, and most people would never... If you ever wanted to do taxidermy the way I would do it, NDP would probably have you do some convoluted way where it like tries to link up to the actual animal textures. I don't have time for that. I'm just going to do it the way that I've always done, which is just combine the textures into one thing and then UV map them.
It still works. It
does. Like, all you have to do is literally just stretch them, and then you just squish the UVs down, and then there you go. You get a slightly lower resolution image, but beyond that, you know, it doesn't really matter. So here we go. So this is gonna be the second one. And I think that's it, right? That should be all the textures.
I think it should be.
Good. Yep. We're good.
It's like one of the things that... Actually, I guess it's not really scenery mods only, but like when you're working with animal mods,
yep,
you can kind of get away with using like the same normal maps for the most part. Or not normal maps, but like, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? That's
make a gaming channel for Minecraft and Among Us. That's when I know my audience is too young.
When you know your audience is too right.
Because like the issue is I don't know if they're joking or not. You know what I mean? Dude, do Five Nights at Freddy's and Undertale videos.
Stop! Oh my god. Planet Zoo game theory. Bernie Goodwin never died.
That'd be funny. The day like MatPat makes like a thing like that.
The extended Plan Zoo universe. I would love to see that. I wish we had a little bit of overlap with JWE. I wish, like, Frontier told Universal, you're gonna use our Planet Coaster assets. I feel like that'd be funny.
Yeah. Well, because I always said that about, wow, I didn't realize the Dole had this many, like, things.
Oh yeah, they're a mess.
It has quite a bit of layers, like onions.
Haha, funny.
Get it? Look, I'm appealing to our new demographic.
Hey, funny Shrek reference. Let's go.
But yeah, I kind of just like that. How dare Nick assume we're young? Meanwhile, Basic's just sitting there like, ha ha ha, my kids are like this.
My god. Do you think there's any hope for genetically bringing back the Tassie tiger? I'll tell you what, I've looked into this countless times.
I've looked into this a total of one time.
This is one of my favorite topics, and let me tell you what I have to say about it, which is what I'm going to be saying right now. Australia will have animals.
Just in general, it will have animals.
They'll have animals. Don't know what. Maybe they'll release some more tigers out into the wild, but that's it. That's my entire input.
I think that's good. I don't know how you looking. Mouth looks good. That looks good.
Looking pretty good.
Just gotta do the eyes. The only thing that's like a little annoying is like, yeah, like sometimes there's gotta be a way to like do this better, but I just don't really know how to do it. I used to do it in Maya because I knew how to do that a lot better. But yeah, this kind of works if I just do this.
It'll work. My grandpa is scared of peafowl. Hey, RV Gamer. Nick is too. You should send him a peafowl telegram.
To my non-existent P.O. box.
Yeah.
You guys should send me mail to my non-existent P.O. box and I'll order them.
Rob has a good question. How many animals will Frontier still add before they stop supporting the game? So I would say
I have the math. Ready?
All right.
We're gonna get the calculator out. So we are getting 4 animals in the next pack. I'm almost certain of that, right?
Technically 5.
So I think after this year, we are going to get more packs, but we're going to get exclusively animal packs. This is my new prediction. So I'm expecting 7. We'll say 7 because I don't count exhibit animals. So we'll do 7 times 4. If we got another, that's 28. And we get another 4 from North America. 32 is the answer of strict animals we're going to get. Now, you need to take into consideration birds now, because I do think we're going to get birds, but I do think the bird pack in December would probably have more than just 1, or more than 8 if we had them. I'm guessing at least 10, if not 15. So I'd say we're looking at maybe another 45 animals total.
Damn.
Which does sound like a lot. Now, again, I think I gotta say, Randy has really, like, kind of, like, screwed me. like, I really can't see anything other than it being true at this point. Which is why, like, that could be really disappointing if it really isn't. Because I do really, like, I do believe what he was saying. Which would lead me to believe that, yeah, like, I think we're gonna get more animal packs, but, like, North America might be the last theme pack. Maybe birds might have some props as well. Because I don't really know what other themes we'd have.
I would like to just see, like, general building stuff, but I feel like they're just going to toss that stuff in the updates.
Exactly. Like, the rumor was, like, you know, we'd get some general zoo stuff in this pack. So, and yeah, it really does cover logs and, you know, if we got food trucks or whatever we would get. I don't really know what else we'd need. We have chain link. That used to be the big, oh, well, we need chain link still. But now that we have that, it's just kind of like, okay, well, now what? So, if I had to guess, yeah, we're probably just going to get some animal packs. But I do think we're going to get a Theme Maker's Toolkit. So, take that, you know, as you go. Happy Dole.
Oh, he seems so.
Because I want, like, I want this. I want this pose. I know this is like a cartoon, but like that's what I want. Let's get some cool like references here. Cause like for some reason when canines like chase their prey, they always look so damn happy doing it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would be too if I could chase a rabbit. I don't know. I'm kind of shit commentary right now. Whoops.
So I like this. I like this pose where he's like low to the ground, kind of nipping at this boar. I like that as one of them. I don't know if this would be the first one I would do, but it's definitely going to be some things. Nick's predictions are usually right or close to right. That is true. I do have a really good track record. So yeah, I would say that that's probably where we're going. I wish that we had inverse kinematics. I know you don't even know what the hell that means, but basically I want it so that like I'd be able to just like bend the legs by just like moving them.
Oh, like
I would just be able to like it's a thing with like animations and stuff. You could basically just set a bone or something that would just procedurally move the leg how it would normally. So like,
oh, that's kind of cool.
So if you like bent the knee, it would just kind of like make the whole animal squat at once, instead of me needing to kind of like manually do it like I am.
Kind of cool.
Because like now I gotta do like this convoluted process essentially.
Miss Pink Punky Cat wants a Fusa. Yeah, I do too. Yup. Did you see Jen slow Loris, by the way?
What the hell, Jen? Just work on your existing stuff. That's my issue, is like, I love you, Jen. Just work on the same thing you started. You have like 100 mods, like, not done. And like, again, I gotta give Jen credit, because Jen is such a good artist. But just like, just finish them. Just, like, or at least get them to people to finish them. Like, if you're just like, yeah, I'm done with it, you know, like, I don't want to touch the baby or whatever, I'm fine with it. Just, like, hand it off to someone else and just be like, yeah, I'm not gonna touch this one. Because, yeah, I can't tell you how many, like, different mods like that people are, like, wanting. And then I'm just like, oh, because, like, again, the Safari Pack was, like, a great example where, like, I'm basically releasing it because I can't really just justify waiting for Jen and Narwhaler, because they're basically the only two that I'm waiting on, to update all of their mods. Or unless people would be fine waiting, in, which I know they're not, another month or 2 or 10. Like, you know what I mean?
Yup.
So I'd have to see that. So
You haven't made a mod in a while. I'm thinking about it.
What?
I haven't, like, actually made a mod in so long. Like,
yeah, I've made more animal mods, like, the last few weeks than I have in, like, the last few months.
Right?
I did the Reeves Muntjac, the African Spurred Tortoise, the Asian Water Monitor. Yeah, so.
Well, that's
the African
real
Forest,
one,
the African Forest Elephant.
Yeah, and the, Asian Water Monitor, which you just said. Like, the last real one I worked on was a Gen 2 penguin. It's been so long. I should probably finish up, like, my Jacob sheep soon.
Alright, I need to make this guy angry. Oh, look at those nice feminine eyes.
God. Wasn't that like a whole thing in the community?
Yeah.
When, like, yeah.
The nice feminine looking eyes. I'll fix it up.
I'm taking a nap today.
Twist the head a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that guy.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah. And then I still want to, like, maybe do this a little bit. Bring the legs up just a hair.
Looking good. I'm just amazed. Like, you have such a good eye for determining what animals should be posed for. High-key jelly.
Well, that's why, like, I really wish, and I know we've talked about this and stuff, and I think I might have talked about it on last stream. I really wish that we had, like, a planet museum or something, where you just had, like, a bunch of animals or skeletons or whatever, and, like, people could just do what I'm doing and just, like, pose them however they wanted.
Because that would be cool, because, like, I don't know, I'm thinking about, like, the player experience, and you could, like, upload those poses to the workshop.
Exactly.
I mean, they already have all the assets for the animal tax.
Yeah, it's, like, such a good idea for a game.
And they actually have all the stuff for
They already have the rigs.
Wild West.
They already have the rigs, yeah. They have, like, if you just took all of the coaster and zoo and JWE assets combined, like, you have a basically catalog of everything you would need for a museum.
Yeah, that literally sounds perfect.
Alright, here we go. Now to make it real. Oh, I think I want to do this though. Separate it.
Separate what?
The eyes.
Ah.
Because if I don't, it's gonna, like, distort them. So I don't want like the eyes to be different, but I do want the eyebrows to like kind of.
I feel.
Yeah, you gotta give it like that, like scrunched up, fucking angry, like mangy face.
Hell yeah.
That's the real key.
Mr. Chris M, this is the doll, which is for the India pack.
Oh yeah, it looks so cool. And you gotta like just, again, this is just knowing anatomy. Like if you just like, since it's like raised down, you have to like kind of like accentuate the shoulder blades and stuff like that. The ass would kind of pop up a little bit.
Hands up, ass out.
And I do want to move slightly the one of the arms. I don't know which one, because it was kind of clipping this one.
So I just recorded the mod showcase for this week.
How'd it go?
It's pretty fun. Been a lot of good ones this week. Lots of ducks.
Make sure you position the ears correctly. What do you mean, like just like make them like go back? I think that's what he was referring to.
Mm-hmm. When are you working on another diorama, sir?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't uploaded the first one.
Did you already do the audio for it yet?
I did, and then I scrapped it. I wasn't really a fan of it.
Oh, Big Brain Draven in the chat right now. What if the Rainforest theme in the files is just a remainder after the Southeast Asia pack theme? They wanted to add it in, but the last minute they changed it to an animal pack. Perhaps this is why the Binturong and Tapir.
That's a good idea, except for the fact that the Rainforest pack has been in the base game since South America.
That is true.
So, good theory, except this, yeah. The Rainforest pack was just, again, mistaken identity from Leaf.
I really wish it were true though, because the North African files, that was a fun time right there. Like I know we got kind of bit by the rest of the community for that, but that was such a. I may put that video back up.
I put mine back up. Now that it's
I'm
out.
gonna put mine back up. People can go watch it. It was just so fun that night because like I never record videos at night just because I don't want to like annoy my family, but I was like, okay, I need to do this like right now.
I did the same thing. I told Julie, I'm like, this is like actually news. Like I have to cover it.
Because like we had to chew on the train, you know.
See, on one hand, I'm like, I kind of like the ears the way they are. Like they should kind of be like back a little bit, but I don't know.
It's your mod.
That is true.
When did this happen?
What, the Africa thing?
Oh, here we go. April 15th.
April.
There we go. She's public. I miss when Frontier was lazy with their file.
Let's see. Hold on. I would just like a whole bunch of stone and wooden pieces. Yeah, like I would assume we're probably gonna get those in North America regardless. Like whatever the theme ultimately ends up being, I would bet on some form of wood is gonna be in it.
Golly gee, do I have the mod pack for you? Called the Safari pack.
Oh, that's true. Wood. You could do that. You could get the Safari pack beta. Actually, no, they don't have the wood in the beta. That's why.
I will say I've been using that for my South America section, and it fits the bill so much. Like, it's so nice.
I don't know. Do I want the ears back? Because the other thing is, like, I don't really know how the ears do go back on a doll.
Because it's... I mean, you could have one that's, like, kind of the way that you had it, and another that's just kind of, like, tilted. So you get, like, the best of both worlds? I don't know.
It might look weird. I don't know. That kind of looks cool. I don't mind that entirely.
Yeah. I'm just excited to see this baby in game.
Yeah, it's gonna be real cool looking. So
Yeah.
that'll be pose 1. So that'll be the first pose. I'm trying to combine them. Combine already. There we go. So that is pose 1. Let us delete that. Delete all of the... Oh wait, hold on. Before I do that, I want to apply it, or else it'll break. That wouldn't be fun.
Alright, I do gotta get going for another meeting though, but this was a blast. I know.
Of course, anytime.
Alright, I'll see you guys later.
See ya. And there goes Leaf, as always. So let's check up, what have we talked about now? Can you make some Meerkat statues, which are them on all fours, 4 legs and realistic, also some larger than life ones? I could. I don't know, I'll have to see, because, like, the thing, that's what I kind of worry about with the Safari Pack, is, like, I'd like to do statues and taxidermy and yada 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 for, like, all of the animals, but I also know that realistically it would be a ton of work, because there's a lot of African animals. Like, not even including the modded ones, like, I'd have to do aardvark and warthog and, you know, yeah, serval and, like, or, well, not serval, but cheetah and, you know, stuff. That's a lot of taxidermy, and I don't know if I would be able to do it. So, like, something like a meerkat would be like, okay, is that an important statue? Because if I did meerkats, then I should probably do, like, hippos or whatever. It's like, I don't know. I'll have to see. It's not that I don't want to, it's just, you know, logistics. Alright, so that was duel numero uno. So duel number 2, let's have it running. So let's see. So duel running. This is what I want. Yep, perfect. This is exactly the pose I was looking for. Big ol' happy smile on his face. And he's chasing. So let's get that big happy smile first, because that's probably the easiest thing to do. So let's see. We'll have, that's fine, actually. Ears would kind of be a little bit in the front, like so, because he's happy to be running. Neck is basically in the right posture, so now to do the legs. So the front leg bends in kind of a weird way, so we will do that first. So that leg goes like that, and then that leg goes like that. And I'll like kind of extend it out a little bit, because then we're going to basically do this. Maybe even more. Maybe it bends even at a higher degree. Like so. Because then this would go like this, and then that would go like that, and then this would go like that, and then that would go like that. Wow, that doesn't look right at all. That looks like I just busted his leg. Let's start over, because I just broke his leg, essentially. What's up, Bongo? How you doing, bud? Good afternoon, or evening, whatever you prefer. Let's see. I am working on the dole right now. Working on dole taxidermy. So we'll just keep lifting the leg until it droops at the end, like so. One leg can lift, the other not so much, or shouldn't lift, I should say. Select the box, grab you. Those run really weird. This is what I didn't like about the cheetah. The cheetah was like another one where like I had to like really learn the anatomy and stuff of how they move. It's like really complicated stuff. So like as you can see there, that looks fine now. And then this one, again, it shoots out like that, and then that would bend like that, but then his foot kind of just angles like so. This one, on the other hand, we do this. And then we play cleanup time. But that is roughly what it is. See, it comes together. So the next thing that we need to do is kind of add weight to it. So right now it looks a bit static, right? So what we're going to do is take the whole thing, kind of rotate it a little bit. So we'll lift this leg up a bit. Kind of bring it out just a little bit so that the leg doesn't look super weird. And then yeah, we just kind of work on just getting this cool. I like your work, Liner. Thank you, Zoo Artist Channel. I appreciate it. So I could probably do that. Because I need, it should be at least 1 foot on the ground at all times. So that should be like that. And then similarly, this leg should basically be just about to touch the ground. So maybe it's not fully touching it yet, but it should be about to touch down. Like so. So that looks good. I can kind of work out the spine manually like that later. Next up, we'll just position the head, and then we'll work on kind of the facial expression. Actually, I kind of like the face as is, weirdly enough. It works pretty well for what I wanted. think I don't like the tail in this particular direction. That looks pretty good, actually. I kind of like that on its own. I don't know, any criticisms? And anyone have any critiques or anything about the doll? Or are we good to move on to the next pose? I'll give you guys a second to keep up. I put up a U to compare. You're really good. Looks awesome. Cool problem. Okay. Well, if we're cool with it, then looks like we will be moving on. Where can I download this? So here's the thing. So I haven't actually been doing the early mod access for my LionRider Pride members recently. So I'm thinking tonight after the stream, I'm going to be uploading this version of the India pack early for my Pride members. So you can either become a Pride member by donating $5, doing the $5 membership on my channel. Or you can just, if you don't want to donate or whatever, this will probably go up sometime, maybe next week, for everyone to download. So that, and that'll probably, by the time everyone gets it, it'll probably have more animals and stuff and be a bit more complete. So that'll be cool. So there we go. Okay, so that is that. So we can just kind of wrap this up. I can just do that. And then we can delete everything else that I don't need. Yoink. And then yoink. And dink. And there we go. So here is our second doll. And then, like I said, I will do one more doll pose. So let me just see how these play with each other. And then I'll try to design a pose around that. So, because I'm imagining like something like this. You have like some kind of, we'll make this big monkey our gower, for instance. So here's our gower, and so I like the idea of this. So you can kind of like set up like. One's biting it, one's kind of just chilling, he's happy, but this also can be like a standalone doll if you want. So I'm trying to think of like one other cool pose for the doll. Let's see. So that's kind of that one. Could do that. I could do kind of like a hunchback type one, kind of like I have for the tiger. That could work. Dull puppy might be cool. Yeah, I might do a dull puppy later down the line. Honestly, just the standard one standing up might be the way to go. If I just have essentially just a boring one in the background, like just over here or something, that could work entirely, actually. Because I kind of like that idea. Okay, so just boring doll. That's probably the way to go. So I'm just gonna literally copy this reference that I already have pulled up, which is basically the default doll image that a lot of people think of. Whenever you look up doll, it's like one of the first results on Google. So first things first, take this leg, need to angle it just a little bit, bring it out like so, take this leg, bring it out a little bit as well, and take this neck, turn it, that. Yeah, honestly, like something like that works pretty well. And then I might do this just to make it a little bit more visually interesting. And then we just kind of move the tail down. Give the tail a little bit of shape, like so. This front leg I might have extended a little bit too much, it kind of looks a little weird now. That looks pretty good. He's a happy doll. Okay, mouth open or close? What do we like? Mouth open or close? I'll let you guys determine it. Because I kind of like him happy. He does look really cute, but I'm wondering if I want to make it just have its mouth closed for difference sake. Kind of, you know what? I like it open. Kind of agree. It doesn't look bad with its mouth closed, but it doesn't look bad open. So I kind of like it. It's just a happy dog. Yeah. So I like this one. So here we go. So that'll be our final pose. So let's just combine that really quick, and then we are good. Let us destroy all of those, destroy all of these, and destroy the root joint, destroy the physics, and we are done. So here is Dole 3, which is really going to be Dole 1, if we're being perfectly honest here. So Dole... Cool. So that's good. So now let us do the actual placement of them. Happy pupper. He is a happy pupper. So here is our first tiger. But we don't want a tiger, we want a dole. So here is our dole. It looks like the doles are already sized properly, so that's good, because I was a bit worried about that. Normally it's like an issue. Actually, the dole seems small, if I'm being honest. Is that right? Actually, nah. I'm just going to go with these for now, and then I can change them later if there is an issue. But I think they might be fine. So UV0, UV1. Let's see. That's good. Vertex colors, none. There's no weird bones or anything, so that's good. Ah, great. That's why I needed to move the tiger first before combining it. Because the tiger has like a bunch of claws and stuff that like aren't part of the model. the same model, I should say. So I have to like take that into consideration. But there we go. Do that, and we're good. So let's see. I think by default that should be fine. I think I made it so that the dole is fine. That's about the correct size. Doles tend to be smaller than most people think. Okay. I think the tiger just might have been really big. Because I think this might have been before I resized the tiger. Because the tiger was pretty wildly disproportionate before. So hopefully we will be able to do this. And then I think once I'm done with the dole, I will probably end today's stream. And then probably by next Tuesday, I will be doing I'll have the nilgai and water buffalo and stuff done. But let me just check this out in game first. So if we do bronze. So that's fine. Actually, I'll just do all the doles while we're at it. We might as well just do them all, like, while I'm here. I feel pretty confident, you know, if I do one of them right, I've done all of them right. What's up, Silver Fox? How you doing, bud? You were assaulted by your dentist, but I made it. Oh, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Wait, is this right? Oh, yep, I see. I see what happened here. So I need to do this. I forgot I changed the name of the thing for the other one. But let's import our dole 2. So dole 2, I guess. And then remove his material, change his UVs. Vertex colors are good, that's all good, good. Join you. Remove the tiger, because we don't need you anymore. And then just kind of go through here. That boar did remind me, though, that maybe I should release my wild boar mod. I haven't done that in, like, ages. I think the only place that it was publicly released was my Pride member thing. So I guess it was an accidental exclusive. Oops. It's a shame, because it was actually a pretty good mod. I gotta look into maybe updating that one. I am doing good. I am just working on the taxidermy for the India pack. And answered a few questions earlier about the Safari Pack, showed off the Safari Pack trailer music. It's a pretty good day. Later on today, I need to figure out what we're doing for dinner. Julie wants French onion soup, but I don't know where to get French onion soup. That isn't like Applebee's French onion. Which is weird, because, like, French onion soup's, like, one of the most common foods ever, but, like when you think of, like, oh, yes, common soups at a restaurant, it's, like, one of the most common, but, like, I can't think of any places around here that have it, other than one particular place, but I'll have to see. Because I'm just not feeling that place, so I'll definitely have to be snooping around and finding somewhere to grab food. Yoink. Join those together. Delete that. And then in just a second, we are going to be seeing this thing in game. And then Yeah, we have about 13 minutes left from when I usually end my streams. I usually end them around 4 o'clock. I can probably just do the icons and lock files and stuff, and then we'll be all set. And then, yeah, that should be a pretty good stream, I'd say. The music's so damn good. If it's the same one you sent me before. Yeah, it is. So I played a little bit of that, because, like, I was explaining this, like, I want to do the full blown out trailer that I envisioned, but I just don't know if it's doable at this point, which is the real shame. So let's inject it, inject. I think that's fine. And then these should already be good. So they're gonna have tiger icons by default, but they should be dulls in game. So let's check them out. Let's see if I actually got them. And hopefully they are pretty good size-wise. Because I kind of worry they're too big, but I hope they're the right size because the default size is good. But we'll see. Because what I do like about the taxidermy element is they do really act as a really good reference for everything. For scale, for building habitats. And here they are. Here's the dolls. I love them. Oh, I love these guys. These are such a good idea. I think it was Leaf that mentioned it, like, hey, by the way, are you gonna do a doll for the India thing? And I wasn't thinking about it at first, but, like, I'm so glad I did. Cause now, like, cause look at this, hold on. If you get, like, a Gower or something. This is what I was, like, hoping for. It's so, like, ridiculous looking, but great at the same time. You just have, like, a little standoff. I love this. Little puppers. Similarly, I guess you could kind of get pretty much any taxidermy if you wanted. Like, you could kind of do this. Do a deer. You could have him chasing a black buck. That could be a cool one. Ah, if I could get it, like, I'm wondering if I could get, like, his leg or something, like, in the mouth. Because I don't want it to be, like, sideways, because then it would look kind of a little too weird. But that could look cool. And you have just another one, like, chasing behind. Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool, too. You just angle it, it kind of looks like he's jumping instead. That kind of works. Yeah, that's a pretty cool one, too. I like that. That's how I, like, try to design the taxidermy, is, like, so that they have multiple poses and stuff that you can utilize. So you could probably definitely do, like, a tiger versus a doll. It would never fucking happen, but... there you go. Yeah, just go and get him. Maybe I do need to reset. I don't know. I don't know if... what is the... how big are dolls? Doll size. Like, I guess, like, let me just spawn in a doll in-game. And, like, we'll see if it's, like, the right size. Because they seem maybe too small, but I'm not sure. No, they're not. They're actually, yeah, so they're about the right size. They are really short. I didn't realize that. Are the tigers in game too big? Maybe I made the tigers too big. We'll get a 67% size female, I guess. Because I did want to go for a slightly exaggerated tiger, but... yeah, I guess not. So they really are, like, the right size. That's crazy, actually. It just seems so small. Like, I guess, like, next to, like, the tiger, like, prowling, it looks fine, but, like, when it's, like, up on its hind... Then again, I guess, like, up on its hind legs, tigers are, like, really, really big. So I guess that does make sense. Tigers could kill about 1 to 3 dulls, but more will be hard for a tiger. Yeah. That's true, yeah. Like, a pack of dulls, like, versus a tiger would be, like, pretty difficult, so... It's the thing about canines. But yeah, I really love these guys. These are... I'm glad we did them. They're definitely going to make a great addition for the India pack. So now let's just quickly do the icons, and then I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's little live stream. I had fun doing it. So let's just grab that. Yoink. Let's see. One of the best songs from the Planet Zoo soundtrack. This is Prop Indy 2. So we'll do the 3 bronzes. So bronze 1, bronze 2, and bronze there. And then I have to grab my base. So I made this little like base icon that I can just kind of use for all of them. That just has like the little India icon. I really like the icon thing. At first I was a little skeptical about the icons. I thought it might distract from the art style. I think it looks great though. It's very reminiscent of like Zoo Tycoon. So I actually really like them now. So there we go. There's one dull. Second dull. Grab that icon. And file save. There we go. Last pose, which is probably my favorite, which is this gnarly boy. God, I love making taxidermy. I could just be the taxidermy guy and be totally happy. Like, if I didn't know other props other than taxidermy, I'd be happy. Because it's just so much fun to, like, just pose them and stuff. I know it doesn't have too much value, but it definitely is fun. Might change this one so it's kind of a little bit more like that. Just that it fits in the box a bit better. Because sometimes you have to do that. You have to kind of tilt the thing at an angle just so that it like shows up a little bit bigger. Yeah, I might change the middle one then for that same reason. Do something a bit more like that. That way, like, the issue with, like, long stuff is, like, the icons can sometimes be too small, so. Just so it's consistently sized, I'll do that. Textures. Now I think I went too big. First I went too small, then I'm too big. Drop indie, there we go. I think that should be good. Yeah, those three are now a good size. So we'll throw those in, save, scenery, indie 1, and then I gotta quickly just do the lock files. So let's grab our music's a little loud. Yeah, I'll turn it down a little bit. I apologize about that. I always like turn it up so that whenever like Leaf or something joins, like it's better. Oh wait, never mind. Ignore that. Tiger 01. That's right. I need to duplicate you. So copy you. Otter bronze flipped. Copy you. And then otter bronze 2. We'll do you. And then we just do Dole or 1. O2 and O3. File save. New. Drop indie lock. Select folder. File save. Drop indie. Localized English. United States lock. Yes. Now if we just log out and log back into the game real quick, we will have our goals. Which the India pack is already... I said I wasn't going to do that many props, and, like, I think it's already at, like, 50. So I have a knack for just making stuff a lot bigger than it probably should be. It's just the shit, because, like, I love this game so much, so I want to keep adding more and more to, like, each pack. And I choose vague enough themes that, like, are, like, way too big. Where, like even Leaf said, like, hey, if you want to work on the aquarium pack with me, which I do, and I'm just like, yeah, that's gonna be easy. It'll just be, you know, a giant thing. So there we go. We have Axis Deer, Black Buck, Dole, Gower, Elephant, Rhino, Tigers, and then the head mounts. So we have quite a bit, and then we have all of these that we can still add. So, I probably will, if I'm being honest. I do need to add icons to these, so I still need to figure out what I want to do for, like, the coloring of these. You know, yellow kind of works, if I'm being honest. Blue... See, like, I like the idea of the blue. Let me just think. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, what would work well next to it. Like, you're just going through here, you see, like, you know, like, bamboo was bright green. The corrugated iron's bright blue. So I'm trying to think. That's orange. This was So that's that one. That's painted sandstone. And then you have normal sandstone. Because I just don't want it to be too similar to this one. But if it can just be like slightly different. That's why I'm like, I don't know, do I want like, kind of want to do like an off purple like that. Because that could be cool. That is a new wall set, so it's gonna be, it's the in-game sandstone wall set, but it's flexicolor. So I basically just took the India wall and just made it flexicolor. But I'm trying to figure out what color to make the icons, because I'm not totally sure yet. Well, here's the thing, RyGamer. If the leak that I've been told is true, we'll never need a 4chan leak again, because I will have a 100% credible source who has basically given me info on basically all the other remaining packs. I just haven't spoken on behalf of them because I don't know if this is true. But if what he says about North America is true, then the rest will also be true. So yeah, you like the light purple? Yeah, I could do that. So yeah, I'll probably just do that, and then that'll be what I do probably tonight, and then I'll get the, for anyone who is a Pride member, you will get early access to the India pack. So basically by the end of the day, you should be able to download it if you're a Pride member. So that means you need to be in my $5 YouTube tier or higher. So give me a sec, because I am going to end today's stream. I want to shout out all of my members real quick, as I do at the end of every stream. Monetization, here we go. So thank you to Forge, Carcel Cullen, Julie, Jader TV, Andy, Vicky, Genevieve, Act Like Sandy, Leaf Productions, and Margaret Gorilla. Thank you all for supporting the channel as always. For my Pride members, that means people like Forge, Carslide, Julie, Jader TV, etc. Mark, you will all be able to download the India pack today. So definitely consider becoming a Pride member, and I hope you guys have enjoyed today's stream. Thank you for coming, everyone. Bye.